Let's talk today about dyspraxia and mental health. It is a large and all-encompassing sort of subject today, so we're just going to kind of cherry pick our way through it, okay? So how does dyspraxia affect emotional regulation? Why? It doesn't make any sense, right? Okay, so apparently I have this thing in my brain that says motor planning is just a no-go, right? Okay. So the fuck what, right? Dyspraxia affects emotional regulation because brain regions responsible for planning and executing movement are not neatly separate from the regions responsible for managing emotional response. Let that one sink in for a second. Let the sink in. No, it's standing at the door. It's cold. It's hungry. Let it in. Okay, now that we've let the sink in, let's talk a little bit about this, right? So basically, there's interference, right? We have the emotional half and we got the movement half, but the movement half and the emotional half are just having a little party up here. They're having a little discussion. Because of that, their impulses, think of it like a signal to noise ratio issue. For those who know audio engineering, or those who took like class in high school about science, right? Signal to noise ratio, basically, long story short, there's a signal, there's noise. The signal, in order to get through, has to be louder than the noise, right? In our case, our brains are just incredibly noisy all the time, and the signal kind of jumps. It jumps between tracks all the time. And it's very little wonder how we can't keep our shit together, right? Think about how the brains, right? Okay, so one of the things that the brain does in order to do all the wonderful things, the thinking, the feeling, the keeping all of the organs moving situation that it does, a lot of what it's doing is it's doing it through the use of myelin, which is essentially a, think of it like a wire. It's essentially the wire of the brain. It is how your brain is having communications between itself, right? Well, the myelin, it's just not exactly as insulated as it should be, right? So those signals are jumping. And because those signals are jumping, we can't keep our shit together. So what are some methods that we can use to keep our shit together? Well, surround yourself with people that you can trust. That is my first and best advice to you. I find that when I'm having a rough time, venting to people can sometimes be a very, very powerful tool in keeping me calm and regulated. Find the people around you that you can vent to. And if you can't vent to anybody, write it the fuck down. Just go on an empty notepad, whatever, and just start typing what it is that's bothering you. And I know that typing can be a particularly challenging task for certain dyspraxic people. I don't really have that issue just because of the way that I was kind of like brought up and when I was brought up, right? But do it anyway. Yes, it's going to be frustrating. You're going to make mistakes. It's not always the easiest thing. But you will feel better after you do that because you will be letting some of those toxic feelings out, right? So again, our brains are a jumbled mess and signal-to-noise ratio is all messed up. Tell me about a time, though, if you would, as our question of the day. Can you tell me about a time when your signal-to-noise ratio was a little too far and you redlined? In other words, you had a meltdown, you had an incident, you jumped out of a moving vehicle to confront your ex-boyfriend. Not that I'm talking from personal experience. Anyhow, y'all have a wonderful day and we'll talk soon.